webinar. So your guide to clearing webinar. We're delighted to have you here today with us. So as Mimosa already introduced us, we work, Sarah and I, for the University of Southampton. And today I will start by introducing the University of Southampton. And then I will move on to talking more specifically about the clearing process and then clearing also at Southampton. So hopefully you should now see the slides correctly, but I can't see anyone. So please interrupt me if there's anything that needs to be said during the presentation. Okay, so just to get started, so you're all joining today because you're curious about possibly applying to Southampton as a clearing option and you want to learn more about clearing itself. So to start off, a little bit about Southampton. So you can see a map of the UK. So we are right down the bottom on the south coast of England. So it's a nice and warm and sunny location. It's also very well known for being a cruise port in the UK. And in terms of where we are in relation to other cities, we are only an hour and 20 minutes to London by train, by direct train to London Waterloo. And then Southampton also has an international airport. And so you can reach cities like Paris, Amsterdam, Geneva, and many others also within the UK quite quickly. But if I move on to some of the statistics about the university itself, so we are top 10 university targeted by top employers. We are a founding member of the Russel Group, so we are a research intensive university. And our UK rankings, we are within the top 20 UK university. And globally, we are in the top 100 university in the world, according to the latest QS world ranking. So we are 87th currently. In terms of further employment, as you can see, 97% of our students who graduate go into employment or further study. And the university is also quite well established. It was founded in 1862. Moving on to the investment that we've done for students recently, we've been investing £600 million in our campuses to ensure that students have a fantastic experience. So what this means is that very recently we opened a new campus in the city centre of Southampton. We also now have a new campus for our business school. We just launched this week our new India campus, so we're really expanding globally. And we are also developing study spaces to cater for individual learning needs, neurodiversity and accessibility. So we cater for all students. Last year in September 2024, we extended our sporting facilities. So it's called Jubilee Sports Centre, which is much bigger now with a climbing wall, with many, many different fitness stations. And then we are redeveloping an area of the campus called the Northeast Quadrant. So it's just an area of the campus that's being redeveloped with more teaching, more social spaces, more green spaces. And we are aiming as a university to be net zero carbon emissions by 2030. So sustainability is really at the core of what we do, and we are currently ranked in the top 10 most sustainable universities in the UK, according to the QS World University Rankings in 2025. So I mentioned a little bit about our campuses. So we currently have 9 in total. Highfield campus, the first picture you can see top left being the main campus. We also have a waterfront campus for our students. So that's for the students who tend to study marine biology or oceanography. Then we have Boulderwood, which is our engineering, but also home to our business school now. The city centre campus, which I mentioned. We've got Avenue campus, which is home to our humanities courses. And we have the University Hospital Southampton, home to our medical courses. So all of these are in Southampton. And then we have the Winchester campus, which is based in Winchester, just outside Southampton. And this is where our Winchester School of Art is based. And then finally, outside of the UK, we have our Malaysia campus, and we just opened a campus now in Delhi this week. So if you're looking at clearing options, just wanted to put this slide up so that you can see, in case you haven't really researched the University of Southampton, you can see the type of courses that we offer. So we have 5 different faculties: Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, Faculty of Environmental and Life Sciences, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Social Sciences. So you can see the type of courses we offer. I do have to mention that the Faculty of Medicine is not going into clearing. So please make note of that. And this is just a broad overview so that you can see the type of courses we offer. These are not necessarily the courses that are going into clearing. And moving on in terms of our facilities. So as a student, your course is very important, the location, where you are going to study, but also the facilities that the university offers. So we have incredible facilities that support our world-leading research. We invest millions in our research facilities to ensure our students, our staff, but also our collaborators have access to the best equipment. And knowledge transfer is at the heart of our teaching. So I'll just read at the bottom the different facilities that we have as examples. We have a unique waterfront campus, which I mentioned, at a world-renowned research center. It's called the National Oceanography Center. And on the picture, you can see a picture of the Callista, which is the boat that the university owns and which is used by staff, but also students to do their research and their field work. We have a state-of-the-art financial laboratory trading room. Oops. We also have one of the largest anechoic chambers. Apologies, I hope you can still see that. Can you still see my screen? Because it's changed for me, so I don't know whether it's changed for you.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, don't know what happened here. We have one of the largest anechoic chambers in any UK university. We have a 360-degree immersive AV center in our digital humanities facility. We are very well known for our wind tunnel complex, which is used by the Formula One team and Olympic athletes. And finally, we wanted to highlight our £3 million purpose-built archaeology labs. So these are just a few of them, just to highlight. And you can research more depending on the course you're interested in on our website. I'm trying to move my slides, and for some reason, something has changed, which has never happened until now. Let me just reshare. I'm going to stop sharing and then reshare to see whether that solves the problem. Okay. Apologies for that. So in terms of Southampton, also, if you've never visited, we are a very welcoming city. You, as a student, would be living in one of the most vibrant and excited student-friendly cities on the South Coast. We have world-class arts venues that host major artists and rising musicians. We have West End productions that tour the country and stop in Southampton, open mic nights, annual celebrations such as Southampton Pride, arts and cultural festivals. We also have a marathon. We also have Christmas markets, and Winchester also has their own beautiful Christmas markets. We also offer an independent scene, and we are a safe, walkable city. You can also find e-scooters and e-bikes available to rent across the city to get around, and plenty of international supermarkets and restaurants also across the city. So the safety of our students is one of the most important aspects, and I'm pleased to say that at Southampton you will be safe. We have campus security that operates 24 hours a day, every day of the year. We also have a SUSU safety bus. So SUSU is our Southampton University Students' Union. And if you're studying late at night or going out, we have a safety bus that takes you back safely to your accommodation. Southampton is also ranked as the third best city to live in and work in the UK, according to the Telegraph, which is Britain's best city to live and work in, which you may want to check from October 2024. We have a range of support that is available through our student disability and wellbeing team. We have a free dedicated meet and greet service also for all of our international students from London Heathrow, but also from Gatwick Airport. And also, in case you have any questions, when you become a student, we have something called the Student Hub, which is the administrative center of the university, and you can ask any questions to our colleagues there. And finally, a little bit about our careers and employability. We are within the top 125 world's best institutions for employability, according to the QS Graduate Employability Rankings. Top 15 in the UK's best institutions for employability, and top 10 UK universities targeted by employers. So it's not just the course again, but we really equip you for succeeding in your future. So thank you for bearing with me until now while I presented the university. Now, probably what you are also waiting for is to hear more about clearing and how does it work. So what is clearing to start off? So really clearing has become another way of studying at the university, another route. So it could be the right route for you. For example, if you're applying after the 30th of June, if you do not hold an offer from a UK university, if you've changed your mind about what or where you want to study and you're rethinking your choices currently, or your results may be different to what you expected. So maybe you didn't meet the conditions of your offer, or maybe you did better than expected. And so you're looking for another option. A little bit about the clearing process. So what you would be expected to do as you look for courses in clearing and how to apply. So first you would want to find a course. So you research the available courses. UCAS is a very good area to start with. So you can go straight to university also website and check what the entry requirements are for the course that you're interested in. Then you would do your research. So make sure that the university you're researching is the right fit for you. So have a look at, for example, accommodation options or how you would commute to the university. Have a look at your student life, what the city is like, what costs are like in that city, and the support you would get as a student. Then you would apply, and I will go in a bit more detail also depending on your situation afterwards. But assuming you have been studying A levels, I know this may not be the case for all of you, you would then call universities on their clearing hotlines on the 14th of August, on the day the results are released. Equally, many universities also have an online application form, and you can complete that also. Then once you've done that, you will wait for the outcome. So the university will consider your application and then they will confirm their decision. So then you will receive your next steps once you have received your offer. So often it will be within your offer that you will have further instructions. And then you'll be expected to respond to your offers. So once all the offers are in, it's time to decide which one to choose. You will add clearing choice to the UCAS hub, and then you'll need to check any additional information if you need a visa, for example, before arriving. That's also important. So if you're applying to Southampton, we have a visa team that can be contacted on visas@southampton.ac.uk. So that's just the standard process in a nutshell. And again, assuming you're doing A levels, but it may not be the case, and we can address that in questions afterwards. The A level results day is the Thursday, the 14th of August. For the results day, what we would recommend is that you save the clearing hotline numbers of the universities you're interested in to your mobile phone so that you don't waste any time, and that you bookmark the course vacancy pages also in any application forms, again, so that you can be really quick and not waste any time in the process. And on results day, or if circumstances change, you would check your UCAS Hub for decisions made by firm and insurance universities from 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. will be the time when you can see the decisions made by universities. And we would then recommend that you have your grades, your qualification names, your UCAS ID details, and your preferred subject area ready before you call the universities or before you call us. So remember that when you call us, we would be expected to speak to you directly. So not necessarily to your parent or your agent. We require an authorization from you if we need to speak to a third party. So it's best if you call us yourself. Then be mindful of any expiry deadlines on clearing offers. What this means is when you receive your offer, make sure you check whether there's any specific deadlines that you need to meet, for example, accommodation deadlines or deadlines by which you need to accept the offer. And then you will need to add your preferred clearing choice to your UCAS hub, and that will only be available on the 14th of August after 1 p.m. A little bit more specifics. I talked about clearing in general and a little bit about Southampton, but now more specifically, if you're interested in applying to a course in clearing at Southampton. Step one, you would find the course that you're interested in. So you can scan the QR code. It takes you to our clearing courses. So you can start researching those, and you can see you can pick those for international students or UK students. And then when you select, you will see the entry requirements for that particular course. And then step two would be to apply. So we've got a web form at the moment, which you can access through that QR code now on the screen. And this is where I just want to make an important distinction. So I've talked about A-levels results day up until now. If you do have your results now, though, the university is already open for something that we call early clearing. So you may have done, for example, the IB, or you may have done a foundation program and you've already got your results. So if you do have your results, you can already apply through early clearing, but you cannot call our hotline. You can only do it through completing the online form. If you will receive your results before the 14th of August, next week or the week after, for example, then you can do the same. But you can only apply to us through clearing once you have received your results. And then if you have done A-levels, you will receive your results on the 14th of August, in which case you can use the hotline because it only opens from 8 a.m. that day, or you can use the web form. So it's up to you. There's no advantage one over the other. Both will be monitored, and we will be as quick as possible to get an answer out to you. So what's next in terms of what we offer at Southampton? We offer a guarantee of accommodation for clearing students. For this guarantee to be effective, you have to submit an application by 12 p.m. on the 19th of August 2025. You can also attend clearing open days, which we will be organizing. There will be one online on the Friday, the 15th of August, and there will be one in person on campus on Saturday, the 16th of August. And finally, you can also take part in campus and accommodation tours, and you can scan the QR code on this page to access and fill in your details if you wish to do that. So this is my final section on how to prepare for clearing and some of our top tips. So what actions you can take now? You can check university websites for clearing vacancies. You can have a look at the grades and also the subject requirements. You can use online forums to ask current university students questions. You can check out the University of Southampton thread on the student room. You can think about any university events that left a good impression or new events that you can attend. And also start researching maybe a plan B or maybe a plan C in case you don't quite make the grade, in case you have better grades, for example. So make sure you just don't look at one plan, but maybe have another backup plan. And then you can discover all the upcoming clearing related events via the QR code on this page. And also another top tip is to explore university social media pages to get a feel for the student life. So you can check us out also here on the handle, Uni Southampton. And I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but you can also start doing all your research in terms of the campus environment and the facilities. So from sports facilities to music rooms and social spaces. Have a look at those and compare these. Have a look at employability. How does the university support your career prospects? Have a look at student support. So if you need any specific support, does that university offer you that support? What's important for you? Have a look at your community. So if, sports, clubs, society, what's on offer, and compare. Have a look at accommodation options also, and then at cost. So accommodation cost, but also cost of living considerations, such as where you're going to live and how you're going to manage your money, or what access to extra financial support you may have. And this is my final slide. So if you have any questions after this event, we're very happy to help. We're going to be here answering questions with my colleague Sarah. Again, the QR code in case you missed it, which is where we have all the information. And then if you need to contact us in the future, you can also note down our admissions email address, which is admissions@southampton.ac.uk. But you're also welcome equally to contact our visa team in case you have any specific visa inquiries. So it's visas@southampton.ac.uk. So thank you for your attention until now. I will stop sharing my slides and I will hand back to Mimosa for the time being.
Thank you very much, Elodie and Chi, for the insightful introduction. So now I'd like to take a few minutes to tell you a bit about the iaeGlobal UK in Europe and how we support students like through the entire journey of the study abroad. So here what I will be talking about today is firstly why so many students choose us, and then I will be over some of the key accreditations and certifications. So then I will be going over some of our key the global network and where we located, and plus I will be explain how we become a lead in the folks in international educations. After that, we'll be look at how we help the students apply to the wide range of the programs. And finally, I will be walk you through the actual services we provide to make sure our students to feel support every step of the way. So if you have any questions during the webinar, so feel free to type them in the chat box, so we'll be address them at the end. After me is the STEM and admission team. Sarah will be follow the question and answers. So why choose iaeGlobal? So now let's talk about what make iaeGlobal stand out as the leading education service provider. So iaeGlobal was founded in 1992. iaeGlobal has over 30 years of experiences in the international education. So with 40 offices across the 10 countries and a team of the over 250 experts, so with collaborations with more than 700 universities and colleges worldwide. So our students first approach ensure that you receive the personalized, high quality support throughout your entire journey. So why do many students choose to work with iaeGlobal? So here firstly, we have an extensive global network, so with offices in the key locations around the world, which means wherever you are, there are likely an iaeGlobal teams nearby to support you. And secondly, we trust by the top institutions. We built strong partnerships with leading universities across the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and many other countries. So third, we offer comprehensive support, not just with your applications, but also with things like scholarships, funding, accommodations, even aftercare services was you started your study. So after the finally we created tailored study plans we route with the students of all levels. So for the high school to the PhD level, so help them to find the right accommodations pathway on their background and goals. So at iaeGlobal, so we go beyond just applications. So we provide end-to-end support to lead you succeed academically and professionally. So here is to show how we actually ensure such like a high standard in international education. So that is a good question. So at iaeGlobal, so we take quality and professionalism seriously. So over 10 years, we earned recognition and accreditations from some of the most respected organizations in the global education sectors. So that means strict ethical and professional standard. So here are just a few of the key accreditations. And ARIC, that is American International Recruitment Council, that sets the gold standards international students recruitment practice. So British boarding schools network approved agent. This means we are officially recognized for helping students enter top UK boarding school. So IEAA, the International Education Associations of Australia, so which acknowledges excellence in international education for students going to Australia. So ICEF agent status, so global certifications the programs provides. So we meet international recruitment standards. So PIER, so this is the Professional International Education Recruitment Certificate. It makes quality in education consulting. The British Council, as we know the British Council numbers, so which aligns with us the international best practices, including area like IELTS and students support. So by choosing iaeGlobal, so you not just work with an agency, so you are partnering with globally organizations, accreditations organizations that's trusted by both institutions and students all over the world. So iaeGlobal locations. So now that you know we are fully accredited and recognized globally, so you may be asking where exactly is iaeGlobal. So one of the biggest strategies of a global reach, so our international presents lots of to support students from at the world. So wherever you in the world. So we currently have the office in the UK and Europe. The UK, London, the King's Cross, so we're based in the London city, so Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, Nepal, Pakistan, and India. So with the wide network, we're able to offer local support with a global perspective. So whether you are applying from the iaeGlobal, UK, Europe, or everywhere, so you can count on someone from our teams who understands about your background and your study goals. So, and through understanding the local partnerships and recognized knowledge, so we able to guide students through different the education systems and help find the right programs in the right countries at the right time. So no matter where your journey begins, iaeGlobal is here to help you every step to the way. Here. So, and now let's zoom in a little closer. Let's talk about what we do, especially here in iaeGlobal UK and Europe. So over the years, we built a strong and trusted networks with top UK universities, education groups, and industries leaders across the UK and beyond. So our goal is simple: to support students at every stage. So from choosing the right courses and settle aim to build successfully futures. So what we does actually look like in the practice. So here are just a few things where offers help you can see the university admissions briefing and the postgraduate 80 study sessions. So you are always to due to the date with entry requirements or scholarships and options. So inclusive the university visitors and experience days. So giving the students across to top academic environment. So in-person onboarding and student support, we meet the students face-to-face, help with arrive, the host a communication event, and to make the transitions smoother. So regularly update and inside, so straight from other partners, the universities or colleges, so you always in the loop. So aftercare services include help with registrations and document support and more after you arrived. So students, events and festivals, celebrations, because they in the connections with feeling at home, just as important as academics. So you can say we are not just here to for the applications process. So we work with you from the day one, so all the ways to graduations and even beyond. So as you plan your next step. So how iaeGlobal helps students make applications for programs. So now that you think how we do it, so we know that application to study abroad can feel overwhelming. So with so many programs, deadlines and documents to manage. So that's why we're here to make a process as smooth and stressful free as possible. So let's maybe break it down into two main areas. Like firstly, we help you create a personalized study plan. So we start with your the academic background assessment. This help us recommend the right courses or plans for you. So whether that's a foundation international year one or pre-masters, or undergraduate masters, or even for the PhD. So then we move to the custom course selection. So we help you find the perfect the basics on your goals, so strategies and prefer the university. So next we support you throughout the applications and document process. So we review all documents from the recommendation letters and personal statement and the CV, the highest education certificate, and the transcript and English tests on the schools. So we offer interview coaching so you can feel confident and well prepared. You're choosing the university requirements and interview. So then we submit your applications, track the status, and keep you updated every step. So and finally, so we proved full support guides, including help you with the cost or the COE from Australia, the guidance on the students' visas. So at iaeGlobal, so we groups to simplify every step of your applications journeys, and most importantly, to help you secure admission to your dream university with confidence. So additional services more than just applications. And so now, as we mentioned earlier, so at iaeGlobal, our support doesn't stop once you submit on your applications. We know that studying abroad is a big life transition. So now just an academic one. So here we support you beyond just the paperwork, like academic accommodations assistance. So we'll help you to find a safe, convenient, and student-friendly housing so you can focus on your studies instead of stressing about where to live. And airport and settling the support from the moment to your land will got to your back, so we can help you arrange airports pick up and guide you through the first days of living abroad. So enrollment, the support. So once you arrived, we assist with the university registrations, course selections, and making sure you set up for successful from the day one. So academic process and planning, so we'll help you plan ahead. So whether you are thinking about your next degree levels or transferring the programs, so we can help you. So career development support. So were you ready to look into roles and the futures? We offer support with international students, internships, part-time works, job applications, and even professional networking. So with iaeGlobal, you're not just applying, you prepare for successful future. So as we wrapped up the positions, I want to share something that really speaks for itself, like our students' success cases. So over the years, many of our students have gone on to study at the top UK universities and Australia and New Zealand around the world, so including the Russel Group institutions in the UK. So we keep a close eye on academic progress, making sure the students smoothly transitions from the pathway programs into the full degree courses. So our team also works closely with universities to offer continued support to helping students not just get in but thrive. So the University of Southampton is one of the most popular choices among our students, and with good reasons, with strong academic and good global recognitions and excellent post-students opportunities. So it's no surprise that we've seen high numbers of successful applications year after year. So thanks to our close partnerships with the university and dedicated support for the students. So many have already taken the steps towards a bright future. So if you're looking for a clear, supported path to successful, so iaeGlobal's here to help. So let's bring us to end of our main presentations. Now we'd love to hear from you. So if you have any questions or want to know more the University of Southampton, so let's throw to that.
Thank you, Mimosa. Thank you, Mimosa. And we already have some questions that everyone put in the chat box, but I would like to read it again and ask you again so that everyone can listen to the answer and got what the students really want to know. For the first question, so can you tell us that what courses are available for the clearing at the moment?
Hi, do you want me to answer live? So, suppose we're reading the questions in the chat, and I've put in the link in the chat for our clearing main page, and I've also put the link there with all the clearing courses. So it's best if you go on our website to check those.
So what about the scholarship? Are there any automatic or any other scholarship that are available for the clearing?
So I'm afraid we don't have a specific clearing automatic scholarship. However, I've put the link to our undergraduate scholarships for students and listeners to check. So
Yeah, so what about that? Can I use English score from a study group to apply to Southampton?
to accept a wide range of English language tests, and I've put the link in the chat also so that you can check. I don't think we currently accept study group, but it is one that we are looking at recognizing in the future. Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong. But we do accept a wide range of courses, so please have a look. We also accept Duolingo, and we can offer free Duolingo tests to students if they request it, and also discounted Pearson tests to try and encourage students to meet their English language requirements as smoothly as possible.
Hi, Sarah. Do you want to add up anything to this?
No, I think Elodie's done a very good job, and as I say, our English policy webpage lists the different qualifications and tests that we accept.
So we received another question from our students. For the first one is that can I switch to a different course if I find something more suitable in clearing?
So, if you're a current offer holder at another university, you can switch to a course in clearing. You would need to make sure that you've got your offer in principle first from the other university, because you would have to release yourself from your firm institution, and there's no guarantee that they will take you back once you've done that. So you have to be very sure that that's where you want to go. And as long as you've got your offer in principle from another university, yes, you can get released from your firm institution and then apply through clearing for another institution.
So how long will I have to accept a clearing offer once it's made?
So usually the offers in principle, they're given with quite short deadlines. It's normally 2 or 3 days. And then once you've got all your clearing offers, you can then decide which one you want to actually refer yourself through UCAS. And then once you've done that, then the admissions team will process the clearing referral through UCAS.
Another question is that can I defer my place if I receive an offer through clearing?
No, clearing is just for 25 entry.
So what about the accommodation that still first student have guarantee or priority access to the on-campus accommodation through the clearing?
Yeah, so if you get a place through clearing, accommodation is guaranteed as long as you apply. I think it's the 19th of August that Elodie put in her slide. So as long as you've applied by the 19th of August, then you're guaranteed a place through clearing for accommodation.
Yeah, and I think it's 12 p.m. on the 19th of August.
Yeah.
So does Southampton have the foundation or international year one programs go through clearing?
What was the question? Foundation was the first or international year one?
That do foundation or the year one programs go through clearing?
Did you say, sorry, foundation?
Yes,
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, apologies.
foundation
Yeah,
course.
foundation. So, yes, so if you've done a foundation program at a foundation provider that we accept, you can absolutely apply through clearing. And so we work very closely with foundation providers. So whoever is within your school that you can speak to, they should be able to advise you on the grades that are required. But you're very welcome to contact me directly or contact the university at admissions at southampton.ac.uk to find out the exact grades that you need, because those are not published on the website, but we can tell you, or if you have a specific question now, we can, we can get back to you also on that. International Year 1 is not currently accepted if you've done an International Year 1. Generally, unless it's on a case-by-case basis, but generally our policy is that we don't currently accept International Year 1s. Is that correct, Sarah?
Yes, another question that is not besides the clearing, that a student asks, are there any courses available for January 2026 intake? And are there any scholarship in the January intake for them?
No,
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a January 2026 intake or January intake at the moment.
Yes, we have another question is that what documents or information do I need when contacting the university during clearing?
So initially, when you're completing the clearing inquiry form, you just need to stipulate the qualifications that you've got. If you refer yourself to us through UCAS, we will then ask for your English language qualifications, tests, and evidence of the qualifications that you said that you'd got on your clearing inquiry form.
So after accepting an offer from through clearing, so what are the next steps for students?
So once you've referred yourself to a university through clearing, you'll then receive a formal offer letter that will give details of what you need to do next, like applying for accommodation. Once you're unconditionally accepted at a university, then you will also receive a CAS questionnaire to be able to start applying for your visa. So those will come automatically once you're in the system as an unconditionally accepted student.
So the last question that we received, so are there any changes in entry requirements for certain courses during clearing?
So changes in as much as the requirements are lower than our standard offer, and those will be on our clearing vacancy website. So it will say the grades that we're currently accepting for all those different programs.
So as we have so okay, if you have another questions, you can email to iaeGlobal or the admission of the Southampton University to find more information. And that is the end of the Q&A part. And thank you guys for joining today. And if you guys want to contact us or want to apply for the clearing in the University of Southampton, please contact us and the admission of the university. So thank you, Sarah and Elliot, for
Thank you for having us.
today.
Yeah, and good luck to everyone on the call today.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.